My wife, 37, of 4 years cheated on me, and I, 31, don't even care. My wife and I started dating 6 years ago. We dated for 2 years and have now been married for 4. Our marriage was good at the start, but everything went downhill about 2 years in. We started having arguments and fights over insignificant stuff that couples work through normally, but things kept piling up and kept going downhill. I always tried to work things out and communicate, but it was never really much reciprocated from her end. Despite us having arguments, I always wanted to work through them and thought that we were just going through a rough patch like most marriages do sometimes. But everything started really going downhill about 8 months ago. She started going out with her girlfriends 3 to 4 times a week and would frequently come home at 3 to 4 a.m. Every time I asked her what they did last night, she would get defensive even though I wasn't suspecting her of anything. This kept going on to the point I stopped asking or caring about it, and I started focusing more on myself by working out and putting in more effort at work. A couple of days ago, my wife sat me down to talk, which we hadn't really done in a long time. She told me that she messed up and that she slept with someone on a drunken night out. She started crying heavily and asking for forgiveness. She started telling me that she would do anything for me to forgive her. Let me control her phone whenever I want. Have her location on 24/7 and that she would never go out with her friends like that again. She kept going on and on about how sorry she was and how she wanted to repair things. But the truth be told, I didn't really care. The weird thing is, this didn't affect me at all emotionally. I couldn't care less about her cheating. At most, I felt disappointed in her weak character that she was able to be unfaithful in the confinements of our marriage. I didn't even yell or have any emotional reaction at all. When she was done crying and begging, I just told her that it would be better for us to go our separate ways and that I would be filing for divorce. Nothing really more. If anything, her infidelity would help me out in divorce court. And ever since she told me, I have started thinking about future plans, going out again like a lot of my single friends do and date younger women and just having fun. I'm in the best shape of my life physically and financially. This is probably my prime dating years for me, and I'm also making great progress in my career. In a way, I felt like I already checked out of my marriage before it ended because of how bad things were going, but I was still trying to hang on to something that was already dead. So in a way, her infidelity gave me closure about my marriage. I have already been in contact with my divorce attorney. We don't own a home together and have no kids, so we could finish it up fairly quickly. I just don't really get why I didn't react at all. I would have always thought that I would be broken if my significant other ever cheated on me in the slightest. But I guess that is not the case. Can someone relate to my experience or have any input on it? Now for the top comments. Here's a comment from Ski Ball Bob 37. Sorry to hear about this. It's rough, but the good news is that you don't have as many things tying you together, so you should be able to complete a divorce so you can move on and be happy in your life. Here's a comment from the OP. Yeah, I think the divorce is going to go pretty smooth. Another reply from Ski Ball Bob 37. Seems like it should. It's a real bummer, but you are better knowing now than later on down the line when she ends up having kids that you question if they are yours or not, and all sorts of nightmare scenarios. While bad, this could have been much worse. A comment from the OP. Exactly, we can both move on with our life separately without too much dead weight holding us down. Here's a comment from Little Law 3996. It seems like you have already checked out of the relationship before the cheating even happened. Next story. My long-distance relationship boyfriend, 23, cheated on me, 24, again. We've been together for 3 years, and for the last 2 years, we have been in a long-distance relationship due to the COVID situation. I work full-time and my boyfriend is still in school. We haven't seen each other for a long time, but we lived together for the first 1 year. He cheated on me last year, physical, with his female friend, and also spread false information that I and him were no longer together. Back then, we texted and called every day. Everything seemed normal. He didn't confess that he cheated until I brought up all the evidence. I was going to break up with him, but we both cried and talked things out. I gave him another chance because I believed that he could change. This time, I recently found out through his friends that he has been cheating on me for the last few months with his new female friend, physical cheating with 20 female. They recently ended it. Although my boyfriend texts me every day, I've been feeling that he neglects me because he doesn't call me often anymore. Although I'm extremely hurt and disappointed by his action, I still love him very much. We often talk about our future plans together, moving in, pets, visiting one another, etc. So I still can't believe that he has cheated on me again. He has not confessed about his actions to me yet, and that really breaks my heart as well. I've always felt suspicious about this girl he hangs out with. So I asked my boyfriend if he was cheating on me again. He told me, "No way, and I still love you very much." All my friends have been telling me to break up and leave this relationship right away, but I'm not sure if I can move on. I hate myself for not being able to leave him, and I don't know how I can recover from this after ending this relationship. Although I know that this isn't right, I want to give him another chance to see if we can fix anything. I'm also thinking if the LDR ends and we move in together, will things get better? Long distance relationship has been very difficult for me as well, but I still wanted to give it a try because I love him very much. I know it seems stupid that I'm still considering about keeping our relationship alive, but I'm looking for any advice here. Thank you. Too long didn't read. My LDR boyfriend, 23, cheated on me, 24, for the second time. I still love him very much, and I don't know if I can walk out from this relationship. We often talk about our future plans together, so I want to believe that he still loves me. I'm wondering if we move in together, things will change. Advice? Now for the top comments, here is a comment from Hercule Anu. Listen to your damn friends, then get therapy to find out why you are such a doormat. I am also thinking if the LDR ends and if we move in together, will things get better? No. Plenty of people have LDRs and don't cheat. But he's a cheater. Cheaters cheat whatever the circumstances. Sure, it will be slightly more difficult for him to get away with cheating, but it won't stop him. Here's a comment from Simple Belgian Logic. Moving in won't change a thing because he doesn't have respect for you. He is inconsiderate and selfish and thinks that you'll always stay with him so he can conveniently do whatever he wants. Your friends are right. You need to break up, no matter how much you love him, because this is not a way of living. Normal relationships don't have these issues. You deserve so much better. Here's another comment from Hercule Anu. Moving in won't change a thing because he doesn't have respect for you. Exactly, cheater's gonna cheat. Here's a comment from Tiny Sprinkles 2020. Leave him. If he can't respect you enough to not cheat on you for the first time and still disrespected you enough to cheat a second time, dump his ass. Get someone who will love you regardless of it. It's LDR. You deserve that.